Well, Mayor and Council, I'm not sure how I feel about this tonight. This is not one of my favorite ones, but on the same token, I'm really excited.
I think he's happy.
I was gonna say, it's not very often in somebody's career or in a thing where you can actually honor somebody for 45 years of service. And that's a long time when you think about the type of service that he's done. And in fact, as I was talking to Brent the last couple of days, and we was talking about some of the equipment that we've gone through, and he reminded me that when I first started, that old double bucket that I thought hadn't even been purchased yet, that they actually would use a 1958 truck with actually a ladder that would go up to work on the poles. There wasn't even a bucket truck. We did not have derricks like we have now. Like I say, when they go to set poles, it was really a manual thing where they would get everybody together and carry it in and they would lift it up. That's the kind of technology changes that 45 years will bring. Through this 45 years, some of the things that you really got to look at as we've gone through a tremendous training. And in our group, I would say we've probably got some of the best highly trained people that we have ever had. But one of the things that we have done under Brent's stewardship, and especially since he became the superintendent of operation 30 years ago, is he got involved really highly with the IPS, the Intermountain Power Superintendents Association. And through that group, they actually implemented a schooling program and an apprentice program and really a training program that I think marvels any states around here. I mean, it's probably tougher than even I'll say the mother utility around us for what they go through. And these people that are trained from here now are actually highly sought from because of this schooling again. And it's one of those things that Brent was one of the real instrumental people that was on the groundwork of putting that together. So, I mean, our people, I don't think even today realize how much they have to do with what has gone on with that. So, I mean, he really deserves an applause for the amount of effort and the time. And it wasn't just during the company time. I mean, he was done at nights and weekends in order to put this through. There was an awful lot of work. But I also have to talk about utility work. I mean, Brent's been here long enough that he's been down to Provo and helped him with their tornado. He's been up to Brigham City at the ice storms. He was here deep into the floods of 1983. He was obviously one of our real instrumental people in 2011 when the wind blew. Excuse me. Where he sat there basically as our point man. I mean, he had a lot of support, but he was the point man that sat there for 3 days almost without any stop. But it was mostly a month before he really went back home, where he was dictating crews. And I'm going to tell you, it was quite a sight to walk in. That first point was like 120 linemen standing there. You know, Brent, we're not going to make it. Sorry. But anyway, to have him dictate and actually send these people out and do it, I mean, it was really quite an accomplishment. So, but going back through it, like I say, I've since found out that Nedra had to put up with a little bit because her birthday was in the middle of it. And for some reason, him working got through it, got a little bit of trouble. So not only did he have to work for us, but Miss Nedra's birthday. But I don't think that's the first time. I mean, back through there, I'm sure he's missed many holidays, many birthdays, many things that are coming along. Because in there, there's the fact that in this job, like I say, it can be a nice quiet day and a car runs over something and you have to go to work. Storms. You know, we're notorious for the windstorms that have come through here, and Brent has been very dedicated to sit there. And his ability to troubleshoot and diagnose and keep track of where his guys are is really pretty phenomenal. And it's going to be a tough situation for us to follow. Because I can tell you, I've tried it and I can't do it like he does. But he keeps track of where everybody is and safely gets through it and keeps track of it. He's got an extreme knack that will extremely be missed. But through that, like I say, he's raised his 2 daughters, he's gone through it. I mean, it's been there, but 45 years is an absolutely amazing time. And he's going to be missed with all of the activities he has done. Not to mention, he is the one that deals with the 24th of July getting the power put on. He's going to make sure the Christmas lights are. I mean, he interfaces with all these other groups to make sure that it's done. I'm gonna say, I think come Friday morning when he's not there, there's gonna be some things we're gonna have a hard time trying to figure out, because I think he just does a lot of what none of us even know is there, so we're all gonna have a rude awakening come Friday morning, I'm afraid, so. With that, like I say, I would like to, Brent and Edra, how much I appreciate the last 45 years and how much the city has really dedicated to what they have done and both of them, so.
She wanna cry.
Now that I got you crying, we'll see.
Please, Brent.
That's a bit hard to follow. Make it sound like I was actually somebody, so. But, before I get started, I'd like to introduce my family. My daughter Trissa and her husband, Roger. I apologize. My other daughter Kelly, her husband Cody, and my two granddaughters, Lee and Paisley. They're the ones that are making all the noise back here. And then we have one other granddaughter who's at school tonight. She's in college. But anyway, Alan said it all, and most of it I think is true. I'm one of these guys that don't like to speak in the public, and I don't like the recognition, but 45 years is a long time. But if I can get myself together here, I'd just like to say that it's been a privilege to represent Bountiful City. I didn't have so much emotions at my mother's funeral. What's the matter here? But I started here in 1971. That's when I started my public service. And we don't hear that word enough, because that's what all of us in this room are, is public servants. And we just happen to be able to be public servants to some of the best people in the city of Utah. I've had a wonderful time representing you. I'm gonna miss it. But I'm old and I need to retire because somebody else needs to get these wonderful rewards that I've received. It's so rewarding to be able to help people. And I can't do it, and I haven't ever done it alone. I have excellent crews that have done it. You have no idea as public officials the type of people that you have working in the city. I think some of you think you do, but they are great and wonderful and very talented and very well-trained people. And you have always paid us fairly. I have never complained about my wage. I have never had a check bounce from Bountiful City, and that is different from where I worked before I came here. I've had an opportunity to provide a wonderful living for my family, and I couldn't have done it without my wife. She has sacrificed a great deal. There's been birthday parties that's been mentioned, and I'll have to tell you about that one just a little bit. We were at work and we'd been there for a couple of days and we were all tired, and I finally got a break and was able to go home and take a shower and have something to eat. And as I left that morning, we squeezed each other a little bit every morning. But as I went out the door, I knew something was wrong and I couldn't figure out what it was, and I figured she was just worried. So I got about the corner and that all stopped, and I was back to work again and kind of forgot about it. And my daughter called me and said, "Dad, did you remember it was Mom's birthday today?" And I really blew it. So, but there's been a lot of birthday parties and lots of dinners and lots of family outings that my family have sacrificed. Because when you're in the utility business, it doesn't stop at 5 o'clock at night. It's 24/7, and that's the way it has to be. And we have a wonderful group of people in your power department that are very dedicated to you and to this city and to the citizens. I've been honored to be a small part of it, and I thank you for it. Thank you.
Thank you very much. Please stand up for the wall.
I'd just like to say that I'm proud of Brent and all of his accomplishments he's made throughout our marriage. And in addition to working for the city for 4 to 5 years, he worked on the fire department for 25 years, retired as a captain. And I learned a lot while he was on the department. One of the most important things I learned is never pick a water pipe with a fire truck. Bad idea. Before Brent started at the power company, I swear I went there every week to ask him for a job. And I think they finally hired him, so he would just quit coming around and asking. All right, we'll hire you, just stop asking. We've met a lot of lifelong friends there. We love and appreciate every one of them that we've met. And I want to thank all of those that have supported Brent throughout his career. And I appreciate everyone in Bountiful City. It's been a great place to work for. Thank you.
Thank you. Well, if you'll stay right there, please. A member of the board, and we'll have, of the power board,
Yeah.
please.
Thank you, Mayor. So I sit on the Power Commission, and I get the great honor to serve with a lot of other people in our community that get to talk to all of the, well, some of the employees of the Power Department. And I have to tell you, I get stopped a lot when I'm in other cities, and they always tell me how fantastic all of the Bountiful people are. In fact, Murray shamelessly steals some of our employees. And one of the great things that I have heard throughout all of the municipal powers is how great Brent is, and how great Alan is, and how well organized in everything that Bountiful has done throughout, at least certainly through the last 30 plus years, and I'm sure that Brent well contributed to that. And I have to say, every time I come in, he's always right on point. He always answers the questions, and you know, it just is it is so great to see people so caring, committed, and passionate about what it is that they do. And I just want to thank you so much, Brent, for your wonderful service. And it's Nedra, right? Thank you for, you know what, being the support is sometimes not seen, but definitely always felt. So thank you as well. And I just wanted to say that to you guys, so best of luck.
And finally, you do not look old enough to retire, first of all.
Well, I have
So I have to ask you, at 71 when you started, how old were you?
21.
21.
I'm 67 years old, and feeling good, and loving it life.
Mom,
and
I
we're
was
hoping
just
we got a lot of good years ahead of us.
Well, I can't retire, I'm 67.
Well, I doubt that I'll be stopped.
But I didn't work for 45 years. Anyway, it's so nice to end on the peak of your career,
Thank you, Mayor, I appreciate it.
at the height of your,
Thank you.
really your skills, and we really appreciate you. I know that it's hard for you to know that we're just elected officials for a short period of time, and you're here pounding away constantly. But it's just a pleasure for us to even have that brush by with the great people that we have in our city. So thank you.
That's one
Brent.
thing that
Thank you,
didn't
Nedra.
come out. I wanted to say that the politics of Bountiful is just unreal. I've had a wonderful opportunity to work with many mayors and many city council members and some city managers, and never once have I ever felt that they didn't support their employees. You know, I've had opportunities to be in meetings and listen to other people that can't say that about their public officials. And Bountiful, for some reason, has great ones, and it's been fun to be part of it. So thank you very much.
Thank you.
Thank you.
We appreciate it.